If you're a coach and want to build your business by creating pre-edited videos that will inspire your ideal customer to get out of pain and into pleasure, where they get to know, like, and trust you enough to purchase one or more of your offerings in order to do so, and maybe you even enjoy doing live streams and want to start doing them so that they will inspire others, well, this video is for you. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacy Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place to learn about crafting content that converts content consumers into actual customers. I've got 8 years of experience coaching thousands of students across the world under my belt, and a lot of what I've seen has led me to create this video titled Professional Coach: How to Make Videos That Inspire. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get the help that entrepreneurs like you need to succeed with content marketing that drives traffic to your business so that you can do more business. I recently did a video entitled Professional Coach: How to Make Videos That Educate, which is part of my Professional Coach Growth Series playlist on YouTube. And you'll want to make sure that you see that video and that playlist and all the videos on that playlist. In that video, I walked you through how to create education-based videos that are engaging for your viewers to the point where more people follow you, subscribe to you on YouTube or elsewhere, get on your email list, and yes, hopefully buy your offerings from you too. So you've got to watch that video after this one. Now let's get into the topic of Professional Coach: how to make videos that inspire. Okay, so here comes tip 1. Layer in some UVP. I've said this before in the previous videos in this series, but it bears repeating here, especially if you've not seen either or both of those previous videos. If you don't understand the concept of a niche or an ideal customer, and you're not sure how to narrow down in terms of the specific niche or ideal customer for your content, and of course, your paid offerings, you are definitely going to miss out on having that X factor that can make your inspiration-based live streams and or pre-edited video content stand out from the crowd. If you need help in terms of narrowing down your niche and you don't even understand what a UVP or unique value proposition even is, which is critical to your success as a content creator of any kind on any platform, then you need to also check out my video, How to Start as a Professional Coach. Because at the end of the day, if you're failing to really get traction on YouTube or on any given platform, not narrowing down your niche so that your content is custom crafted for them, so that you rise up out of the sea of sameness from the million other people who are pretending to be the Tony Robbins of your space or whatever, well, sorry, that's very likely got a lot to do with why you're currently failing to grow your audience and your business conversions too. So just know your audience better, create content that's more for people just like them, and optimize your videos to be found and searched by people just like them. And your channel or account can gain channel authority for the keywords having to do with searches for content that's custom crafted like yours. Then you'll have better odds of successfully optimizing your titles, tags, and descriptions so that the YouTube algorithm in this case will rank your videos higher in search. Plus, what you say conversationally in your lives and or in your pre-recorded content will land with those specific people more. But now let's move on to tip 2, inspire appropriately. Now, a lot of what I discussed in the previous video in this series in terms of scripting can largely be applied here too. So again, I'd check that video out and take notes. You do want to hook the viewer properly, even during a live stream, let alone in a pre-recorded video. You want to keep them engaged without laying down any spoilers, or your audience will bail on the video. All of the points and more you just don't want to miss, right? So be on top of proper scripting when it comes to inspiration-based content. If that is the major lens through which you're going to shoot your content creation, then there's an additional tip. So here it is. Inspire your audience in an appropriate manner that is less about you and more about them. Say, for example, you're going to create inspirational content, uplifting content for people who have been victims of abuse, who are coming to your content, or maybe you're just talking straight up to your viewers about that sort of thing, or you're in any way creating content that's a safe haven for those types of viewers. All of that's great. There's a place for that on YouTube, on every platform really. This will also help you in your SEO-based efforts because you can come up with long tail keywords or keyword phrases that you can use to rank for, say for example on YouTube, and gain channel authority. All of this is great objectively, but subjectively, you need to keep the accent mark more on serving the viewer and less on oversharing about, in this example, you as a victim. You can definitely share your heart in a tasteful way, but then I'd quickly downshift into supporting your viewers on a live or providing whatever teachable moment you're going to provide, and then inviting your audience to share if they feel comfortable in the comments down below, you know? And if you're sharing something that's painful or difficult, please end things on an upbeat note as soon as possible, or your video or your content has basically become more your therapeutic venting and less about helping other people. And then no one's going to trust you to be the expert who's got the paid offerings to get them out of pain and into pleasure. Now, this isn't me saying don't be a Debbie Downer. Sometimes creating this sort of content can be challenging. It involves, at least at times, acknowledgement that things are hard or challenging, sure, for you and for others, but always downshift from what's gone on with you to what you can do to help, support, and inspire others so that people understand you've been where they've been, so you're qualified to understand them and otherwise be a thought leader in this space, and they know that they've got a kindred spirit who's there to inspire them and cheer them on, either through your paid offerings, your free offerings, like your YouTube videos, or both. So yes, navigate your narratives and tap into your own stories, but come from a place of help and hope. How and where did you find hope so that you can light the way for your audience of ideal customers to find that help and hope too, especially as you very tastefully light their way to your paid offerings, where you can help them even more to get out of pain and into pleasure? Well, if you've got to go to a place of darkness, make sure that the payoff is that there's a place of light. Connect with the positive possibilities that are out there and give your audience a feeling of turnaround and triumph. That is coming from a place of sharing yourself while serving others. That's how you inspire appropriately. Don't sugarcoat things, because that will not create rapport and it will repel your audience. Instead, during your lives and or during your pre-edited videos, have the message be something along the lines of, here's where we are, here's what's possible, and I know that hope and success is achievable. I mean, this sort of thing is the general gist. Obviously, the message has to be tailored according to the overall theme of inspiration for your live streams, your videos, your channel, and or brand overall. But I'd recommend that you commit to continued support for your audience. Refer them to your paid offerings for sure, but otherwise encourage them to comment, to engage, and definitely be there for them. This is the sort of opportunity for those pros that if they bravely step out into this space, then they have the potential to blow up and have an army of raving, committed, zealous fans who will not only support them in every way they can, and yes, that can include financially, but they'll be the most likely to reach out to everyone in every applicable group, board, Reddit thread, and so on to refer you out as a creator and trustworthy thought leader in your space that others who share their pain points need to consult too. Be a respectful, tasteful leader, and you'll have followers who will appreciate and support you like no other. That's a lot of information, so I want to hear from you. What tips resonated with you in this video and why? Comment below. I do read your comments. And If you want more help in terms of distinguishing yourself from the crowd and increasing your trustworthiness in the eyes of your niche, I actually have a freebie for you to pick up called 10 Reasons Why You're Viewed as a Fake Guru and How to Gain Credibility and Customers Instead. And you can pick it up at don'tbeafakeguru.com. The link for you to score that freebie guide is in the show notes or the description down below. There you have it. You now have my answer when it comes to the subject of professional coach, how to make videos that inspire. Need more help? Be sure to check out these 2 awesome videos too, because they'll teach you great content marketing strategies that can also help to blow up your business. Enjoy.